All right, this is the study guide for the 8th grade review power focus area, objective number 2, solving one variable equations. All right, so we have our set of steps we follow when solving equations. The first step, step 0, is to draw the squiggly. We're going to drop a line down through the equal sign that divides our problem into two halves. The second step is to distribute if possible. On the left side of our equation, we have parentheses with the 2 multiplied on the outside. So this 2 needs to be multiplied by every term inside the parentheses. So we'll take the 2 multiplied by the x, which gives us 2x. We'll take the 2 and multiply by the -3, which gives us -6. On the right side of the equation, there are no parentheses. We don't have to distribute, so we'll just bring down whatever we had, which was just that 4. Our second step is to combine like terms. On the left side of the equation, we have an x term and a constant. They are not like terms. There's nothing to combine on this side. On the right side, we only have a constant. There are no like terms to combine. Step number 3 is to get the variable on one side of the equation. In this equation, we only have one variable, so it's already on the left, and we can leave it there. The fourth step is to undo addition or subtraction on the variable side. So here we have 6 being subtracted. The opposite of subtracting 6 is add 6. So I'll add 6 on the left side of the equation. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other to keep it balanced. So we'll add 6 on the right side, putting it under the other constant term. On the left, the 2x is still here. It remains. -6 plus 6 adds up to 0, so our constant terms cancel out. On the right, 4 plus 6 is 10. Our last step is to undo multiplication or division. Here, the x is multiplied by 2, so the opposite of that would be divide by 2. I'm going to divide the left by 2 and the right by 2. On the left, the 2's cancel. We're left with x. On the right, 10 divided by 2 is 5, so our solution is x equals 5. All right, we'll go to a second example following the same steps. First, we drop our squiggly, splitting the problem into two sides. The second step is distribute, which does not apply here. We have no parentheses. The third step is combine like terms. Constant term, variable term are not like terms, so we can't combine them. Only a constant, nothing to combine it with. Next step is get the variable on one side. We only have one variable. It's already on the left by itself, so we do not need to do that step. We move on to undo, add, subtract. Now this 4 is added to the variable term. Even though it's in front, that's okay. So to get rid of a positive 4, we're going to subtract it. So I subtract 4 on the left. Whatever I do on one side, I have to do on the other, so my equation stays balanced. 4 minus 4, they add up to 0 and cancel out. I'm left with this x over 2. On the right side, 12 minus 4 is 8. The last step is undo multiplication or division. X over 2, this is divided by 2. So we do the opposite. Multiply by 2 is the opposite of divide by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2 on the left. Whatever I do on the left, I do the same thing on the right. These 2's will cancel out. I'm left with an x. On the other side, 8 times 2 is 16, and that is my solution.